Sam Neill spent nearly 14 years of his childhood too afraid to speak. Not shy, genuinely terrified of his own voice. A severe stutter had swallowed his world so completely that he later admitted he spent most of those years hoping people simply wouldn't talk to him, so he wouldn't have to talk back. That's where this story begins. Not with dinosaurs, not with Hollywood, but with a boy on a playground in Christchurch, New Zealand, carrying a wound almost nobody around him ever knew existed. Born Nigel John Dermot Neill, in Omagh, Northern Ireland in 1947, he emigrated with his family to New Zealand at age 7. Arriving with a Northern Irish accent and a name like Nigel in a rough Kiwi schoolyard was, by his own account, asking for trouble. He picked up the nickname Sam to sidestep confusion with a friend, and it followed him everywhere. What followed him less visibly was the stutter, a struggle that only began to loosen through an outward-bound program, and, eventually, through university theater. Performing as someone else, it turned out, unlocked a voice that had been sealed shut for over a decade. That same drama circle at Victoria University of Wellington introduced him to a fast-talking young New Zealander named John Clark, who would go on to become one of Australasia's most celebrated satirists. The friendship they built there, in the late 1960s, would outlast nearly every professional relationship either man ever formed. Decades later, working together on the 1990 comedy Death in Brunswick, Sam called it probably the happiest filmmaking experience of his life. A remarkable claim from someone who had already worked alongside Meryl Streep and Sean Connery. His screen career took him from an international breakthrough in Sleeping Dogs through My Brilliant Career, a screen test for James Bond that went to Timothy Dalton instead, and eventually to defining roles in The Hunt for Red October, Dead Calm, and The Piano. Nicole Kidman, only 18 when they filmed Dead Calm, recalled this week that Sam had taken her under his wing on that shoot, and that their friendship had never stopped. It was also on that set that Sam met makeup artist Noriko Watanabe. They married in 1989. In 1993, the same year Jurassic Park made him a household name, he founded Two Paddocks Vineyard in central Otago, counting his very first grapes the same year he was outrunning dinosaurs for Spielberg. He once described his wine, with complete sincerity, as having more dimensions than he could possibly aspire to have himself. When cancer arrived in 2022, a rare, aggressive blood cancer diagnosed while he was promoting Jurassic World Dominion, he faced it the same way he'd faced most things, directly and without performance. His first round of chemotherapy failed. An experimental treatment followed. By his fourth scan, doctors confirmed full remission. He wrote simply, "I'm a living man, with every intent of going on living." He died suddenly in Sydney, on July 13, 2026, surrounded by family, still cancer-free. Jeff Goldblum, his closest friend from 3 decades of shared hurricanes, quarantine hotels, and piano sing-alongs, posted no formal statement. Instead, he shared a video of the two of them, Sam, Jeff, and Laura Dern, crowded around a piano during COVID lockdown, singing Blackbird together like they had nowhere else they'd rather be. Underneath it, just one line, "The next great adventure begins. Love, always and forever." That's who Sam Neill was. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe. We tell them this way.